Hello Business 342 class. Today we'll be talking about two cases, the first of which is the US versus Morrison and the second one is Quill versus North Dakota. Let's start with the US versus Morrison. So in the US versus Morrison case, the story is about a Miss Bronskala and Morrison and Crawford. So this person Miss Bronskala was at Virginia Tech University, and she says she was raped repeatedly by two of the people who were abusing her verbally and raped her. So when this went to the university said pretty much, we'll suspend him for 2 semesters, and they were not happy with that. So the fact is that Mr. Morrison was suspended for 2 semesters starting immediately. Another fact is that Mr. Morrison said yes, he did have sexual relations with this woman, although she said no 2 times. So that's another fact. And here's when it becomes a federal thing. They tried Mr. Morrison for abusive conduct policy, and then once Ms. Bronskala was not satisfied with the result, then she went ahead and went to the federal court and filed a VAWA violation, which is a Violence Against Women Act. So in the federal district court, they said that this is unconstitutional and they dismissed the complaint. They had said that this is not relating to the matter, and then she appealed. So VAWA is regarding all genders, regarding women, that they should not face any kind of violence in the workplace regarding commerce, any violence that is related to gender. So like they're being targeted towards gender, so then VAWA would come into place. Modern commerce rule says that the government that they can do a few things. The Congress can use a little bit of regulation to control what's happening. That's one of the three things they can do. They can protect the interstate instrumentals or the people, although like this may be intrastate, but still they can control the interstate, and these do not apply to the case. The third one is that commerce can regulate some activities that have a substantial impact on the economy of the interstate commerce. So if it relates to interstate commerce like substantially, then they can look into it. So here is the point. So violent crime is a problem, like rape in this case is a problem, but how does it relate to commerce? It's hard to relate it to commerce. It may affect interstate commerce, like if like this lady dropped out and then she might not be a skilled worker later on, and that could affect commerce, but that's too much for the Congress to do. That's trying to extrapolate something. So the verdict of the case was that the Congress should not the Congress is overstepping when it's trying to regulate non-economic violent criminal conduct, like in this case, right? Because it does not have a direct relation to commerce. So the case was rejected, and finally Morrison wins because there's no channel that's been attacked that's regarding commerce. Nothing has been directly attacked. Just that, while in this case Morrison was like wrong initially, but in court, they deemed that VAWA is not applicable to this, and VAWA is actually unconstitutional. The Constitution requires a type of distinction between what's national and what's local, and that's how you can say Miss Bronskala went to the wrong court. She could have been somewhere else and they would have been able to help her better, but the case in regarding VAWA is not related to this. That's why she lost the case and Morrison won.